Today is a very good day indeed. Why, you ask? Because RAZE has just been nerfed. Well, not quite yet, in the next couple hours when the patch goes live, but she's been nerfed, thank God. Now, not only are they nerfing RAZE in the upcoming 0.47 update, which will be live in a couple hours, but they're also increasing the damage done by knives, but only to structures and to Sage's wall. The main reason for it is because Sage's wall in the early econ rounds was very difficult to break with just a knife. So you're seeing the current patch, which is not the 0.47, it hasn't gone live yet. It takes a long time to break this ice wall with just your knife. Now in the early econ rounds, all you have is a pistol, obviously doesn't do a lot of damage either, and your knife. Now what they're doing is, in this update, whenever you attack Sage's wall, it's going to do double the damage that it currently does right now. So that's going to take, you know, half the time to break through the wall, which is a great adjustment. They obviously realized that, you know, Sage's wall is a really frustrating thing in the early econ rounds. Frustrating thing always, but especially in the early rounds. Now not only is this going to work on Sage's wall, it's also going to work on the double doors that are on Haven. Not these ones, but the double doors that have armor on them, you know, the red, orange, green. It's going to do double damage when trying to break the armor on the outside. Not something that you're going to do very often, but I can see why they want to do that as well, because if they're going to increase it for one environmental thing, they might as well increase it for all of them. Now back to RAZE. Now as you can see right now, she has 2 paint shells. Everyone knows that. They're extremely annoying. She can throw one and right away again she can just throw another one. Very OP, especially if you're trapped somewhere in a corner and it's really difficult to get away from them. So a situation would be if you were stuck in this, say this corner here, a team of 3 in the opposition has you pinned, one of them being RAZE. She could easily just toss her nades in there, and your only option is to stand there and get blasted by the RAZE cluster bombs, or to run away, which of course as soon as you peek into the open, bang bang bang, you're going to get shot dead. So they're very difficult to play against. Now what they're going to do in this patch is they're going to reduce them from 2 bombs to 1, which is an amazing adjustment right away. You know, having the 2 to it's too much. She has too much explosive power, so they're reducing it from 2 to 1, which is a great change. But also there's going to be, from what I understand from the patch notes, there's going to be a kill reset requiring players to get 2 kills to refresh the cooldown. So not only do you only have 1 cluster bomb, 1 paint shell, but you also have to get 2 kills in order to earn that ability back, which is a huge nerf and an excellent step in the right direction. I love that change. Now as well as that, there's also adjustments to the audio, which is another great change. They're very quiet when they're being thrown. You can even they're exploding. This is, if I toss this long, you know, the audio's gone as soon as it leaves their hand. Not gone, but it's very quiet. So obviously they've realized this. It's going to be much louder. I'm guessing you're going to be able to hear it incoming from a much further distance. Wow. Did not know I could even do that. So that is a good thing, being able to hear them coming from much further away and knowing exactly where they're going to land. And not only does that apply to the paint shells, it also applies to her ult, the showstopper. Because although you can hear it coming, like you can hear her saying when she's activated her ult, activated the showstopper, it's very quiet when she's fired it. Look at that, there's almost no noise. It's a tiny little thunk when it leaves the launcher, and the explosion is very quiet and it makes no whistle or wind noise as it's firing past. So I'm guessing it's going to be much louder when this patch goes live. Now the last adjustment that they're making to RAZE for now is that there was a bug where the secondary cluster of paint shells could explode quicker than intended. So you could throw it down, it would explode, and then instantly they would just start exploding again. There should obviously be a cooldown on it. I think what they're going to do is they're putting in a minimum duration before exploding. So it has to wait at least, I don't know, 2 seconds. Yeah, a second and a half, 2 seconds. They haven't stated, but it'll have a duration before the second explosions take place, which is, you know, great. Another great adjustment. I'm happy the devs have realized and agreed with us upon, you know, RAZE's extremely OP nature. She's still fun to play, she's still fun to have in a squad, but I think at the moment she just is way too overpowered, and of course I think these adjustments are going to make a huge difference. And jumping back to Sage, some more changes and adjustments to her. Not a nerf actually, well yeah, a little bit of a buff and a little bit of a nerf. So her ice, her slowing ice, okay, everyone knows this. It's very annoying to play against in the game. When you walk on it, very noisy. You can't There's no way to avoid making noise in this, basically. It's just really noisy. I've always assumed that you'd be able to walk, like, as long as you didn't run on it, if you run, it would make noise. If you walked, it wouldn't. Or at least if you crouched, maybe it would be quieter, but that's never been the case. It now seems that's going to be the case. Players can now walk through the slow orb without making noise, which I think is a great adjustment. You should be able to, you shouldn't just be completely stuck. Currently, when someone throws this is all you can do. You have to just stay there, because if you move, any crouch, walk, run, anything, you're just so extremely noisy. So I'm glad that they're changing that. You'll now be able to walk on the ice without making noise. And the last thing they're doing to actually buff it a little bit is if you're in the air, it will also slow you down, so you can no longer bunny hop across the ice, because you were able to bunny hop across it. I'm not the best at bunny hopping. I haven't actually given it a proper try. I don't know the exact technique, but you could bunny hop across. I can, but you could take a run to it, hop, hop, hop. Yeah, I'm rubbish, but you could hop across it, and they're basically just making sure that's not the case. Now, even when you're in the air above the ice, you're also slowed. So not only, I think that also cancels out Jet's ability to dash over it, maybe? Not 100%, but that is a great change as well. That is something that I definitely agree upon. You shouldn't be able to bunny up across it. That seems like a bit of a hack, bit of a glitch. And the last few additional changes that are coming in this patch are some map updates. Several exploits have been fixed on Bind, Haven, and Split. On Split, there's an orb moved from B mid to B main. The intent is to alleviate some pressure from mid and provide more incentive for players to control B main. So basically just moving one of those alt point orbs from B mid to B main. Some quality of life updates include reduced outbound network traffic from client for players running at high frames per second. Some ISPs and network setups were throttling game traffic, impacting gameplay by causing large spikes in network latency as FPS increased. No actual impact to gameplay or responsiveness changed. And lastly, some bug fixes, which include a rare server crash that was caused by packets occasionally being corrupted by some players' networks. Cypher's spy cam that can no longer be used as weapons. If you didn't know, there was a bug where you could throw a Cypher's spy cam, then throw your gun onto it, and then you could actually shoot while looking at the camera. Insane bug, and it's actually hilarious as well. They've also fixed a bug where footstep audible range would sometimes not appear on the map. I don't know if I've actually experienced this myself, but I have heard some people complain that the footstep audio wasn't quite being as responsive as it should be. So that's all the changes coming in patch 0.47. It will be live in the next couple of hours, like I said, on the EU and on NA servers. Looking forward to trying them out. I think these are great changes, especially that nerf to RAZE. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a big massive thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Let me know, are you playing Valorant? Are you hoping to get Valorant? Who's your main? Anything. Let's talk Valorant. I'm looking for more people to play this with. I have lots of custom video ideas. I need more people to play with in EU so I can get them off the ground and make these awesome videos. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.